So it's going to seem like I'm talking to myself like this for a little bit while we wait for the channel to come up. So
I need to press got it, right? Stay in the meeting, concerned will be got it. Okay.
Is that okay? So we're live. I'll just wait for people to start coming in. They're getting notified. I have one moderator for the channel, Annalie, who always helps me with stuff. But that's it. So, all right, let me move this screen over. Hi, Annalie. How you doing?
Hello.
And so, Svitlana, you can't see the live feed, right? You're just looking at me on Zoom?
Yes, I see you.
Okay. I'll try to relay as much as I can to you from what's being said in the chat. If we end up having a lot of folks in here. But anyway. Okay, Annalie, we'll see who pops in. I'm going to send you something, Annalie, right here. This is the link to that Amazon wish list for Svitlana, which is still live. And so every now and then, if you can just drop that in. So Annalie says hi, by the way.
Hi. So it's somebody will text it, right? And we can see the chat or no?
I don't know if you have to have YouTube open on your computer to see the live chat, but it's okay. I can relay stuff. In the meantime, my friend Annalie is actually going to keep putting the link in for the Amazon wish list in there too. So, okay. So, well, first of all, Svitlana, it's great seeing you again. It's been, I don't know how many months it's been.
Yeah, it's summer over, right?
Yeah, right.
And,
yeah.
Happy New Year, everyone.
I know. New Year. So the last time we talked, there was a lot going on, right? You had friends literally fighting near the border. We were raising money to ship supplies over to like Poland and Romania and to get medical supplies there.
Yes, and our volunteers flying all the time to close to the border, deliver medical supplies, clothes, everything from what we get. And so it was very good help, and we can still do it if we have somebody to go into. But right now we found that the shipping company help us, so they charging just small amount. So for the shipping, it's less than regular post office. It's Ukrainian people who are already in US. They start a new business here as support Ukraine and helping us.
Oh,
so that it's new. So we still continue helping army from different groups in different direction, like Kherson area, Mykolaiv, Kharkiv, from Kiev to the Bakhmut and all Donetsk area. So that we're doing, and we're helping exactly like people who we know. And for example, like some relatives fighting, or somebody need, like from people who just, we don't want to middleman people. So we just going directly and sending through the post office, through the relatives, people who give us like on the way back the photo that this person received, and from them we can see, because we know that people, like, yeah, that's it. So that is still continue, and we're helping them with. In summer we bought summer clothes for soldiers, so much like what they asking, tents and all that, whatever they asking. And right now it's warm clothes, warmers, blankets, and gloves. Some, like one situation what happens recently, the guy was in the shot, and his helmet was broken, and we sent him right away. We bought new helmet. It's not cheap, but we're able to buy him, and my family member sent him a helmet. And he again got a shot, but he said we saved his life. Yeah, so that was really nice. And like, thank you, God, for helping. And it's really hard. And that guys, when I see the picture, oh my God, they so young. They even younger than my daughter. They like 20, 25 age. And it's like, I really like, after when I saw the picture, it's like, we need picture to prove that we did something, but at the same time, when I see the face, I cannot sleep normally, it's like that it's like dangerous place and they can be killed. And we know some people already killed, and it's young people. It's not and they don't want to stop. You see that it's they will not come back, just like let Russians get what they want.
Right. So yeah, they dug their heels and they're in it for the long haul. They're not going to give up.
Yes.
Well, since we last talked, Svitlana, the last I saw you were doing a lot of fundraisers and events locally,
Yeah.
like anywhere from New Hampshire down to Salem, Boston. So we can talk about that. And then the next thing I knew, you were in Australia.
That it was a short trip. My husband got business trip. That is his company, and he has to go, and like, okay, I can come visit you. So then I like, if I go there, so I have to do something there. I just cannot just sit and relax when it's all going on. I cannot sit quietly and to be on the beach, that it's not me. So right. I found it some people there, and what they doing, they searching companies who are still working with Russia, and they going to protest there. They send them letters, please leave the Russia business. So that is, we don't want to support Russia. We want you to leave, and your business should be not there. So I found that people, and we were several times in the protest, but it's not going really well with the protest there. So I said, well, what we should do? We organized, because that international company, we organized protest here in Boston and Texas. So I talked to my friends here. So they go to protest here in US. And after a couple meetings like that, they decide to leave. So my husband after that is like, oh my God, these Ukrainians. It's like, I will never divorce you. It will be somebody near my house.
Well, so that's another thing people are asking about too, Svitlana, is your family. Now, you told us you had family that was still in Ukraine when this broke out. So what is their status and who is where now?
It's my family. So when in March, I was talking everyone who has kids has to go. And several of my relatives were in Poland, in Bulgaria, and in Poland was more. So what we decide, so I took to my house some of my relatives. So now I have nieces, my sister-in-law, my mom here. So they didn't want to come. I'm telling you that I have to push them. But at the same time, at least I feel it's better because, all this, like, first we had COVID years, and student and kids studied online, and it was really not good, successful year. I see that, and I guess I was teacher before. I understand that it's like in person, you can, and if you sit in somebody's like country's house, like it's not good result. And we talk, and so I give them that this program came, United for Ukraine, and I apply and I get them to be here. So right now, my two nieces going to in Salem High and Salem Elementary School. That it's really nice, and they're doing really good progress in English. I see, and so they happy. They like schools very much. That it's different. It's different than Ukraine. They're like, oh my God, we come in like relaxing. In Ukraine they pressure us to study it much. This is like more like they're like friends for us. They asking. They like it's not much homework like in Ukraine, but it's easier program, so they happy, and at least that it's all going on fine, and they helping. They also going for a fundraiser with me. The girls going to them in like if it's like market or Christmas market, they helping me a lot. they're making bracelets, they're making things what we can sell.
Oh, so
So
you put in the work, Svitlana. I see.
everyone doing what they want, just at least whatever they can. My mom cooking for us, so making variety.
You got your mom out of Ukraine?
Yes, she's here too.
How hard was that?
It's hard. It's no flights. It's you have to take bus or train to go to like Moldova, Romania, Poland, wherever you can able to go, and then you take in the flight.
Was it relatively safe for her to?
It's better than being Ukrainian and always like Syrians and.
Oh, I mean her leaving on the bus to leave Ukraine. Was that a safe trip for her?
Yeah, that's fine. No, it's not like before, but it's bad. It's okay. It's still, it's some situation. If it's like, alarms to go to the basement. It's okay. It's fine. But now it's here. So they hear everything fine, and we're working together and planning how we can continue. So recently, in December, we did several events with 7 Gables in Salem. So it was Petrikivka painting classes. So I taught, and all that money goes towards dobro, and we buy medicine and all that, like clothes and warm clothes.
Yeah. So I should say, Svitlana, so Dobro, DOBRO, is a Facebook group that Svitlana's part of. That's a big part of this relief fund too. And a lot of these events she's describing, they were like cultural events where you're learning about Ukrainian food and dance and clothing, et cetera, et cetera.
Painting and history. So we had one event was organized by a woman who is museum, I don't know exactly her position. She's some representative from Museum of Odessa Fine Art Museum. So she told us about history of art in Ukraine and how
that was great.
It really was. I learned a lot for myself as well, because I learned art in general, but I did not learn exactly for what perspective, what she see it, and what historically was like hiding from us. That Russians don't want to show, and they steal in a lot of historical things and tell that it's really Russians, cultural things, not Ukrainian. But anyway, just Ukraine was before Russia for sure, and it's Kievska Rus. That is the place where the Kiev was, and that is what the beginning. And in all these events and everything, we're trying to tell that Ukraine is, we're peaceful people. We want to live in our land without Russians right now, and let them go home. That's it. Yes.
So, okay. So Lana, the couple of times we've had you on, Annalie keeps showing this Amazon wish list where you can actually buy goods that go directly to people fighting for Ukraine. We've got to get clever about how it gets there over the borders, but it does get there. So we talked a little bit about, and I remember we talked about this the last time we did one interview. We knew that things that our friends bought were in the hands of Ukrainian fighters. So, and we know you have friends over there. You said you already know of some young people that have been lost. But what is the morale like with the people fighting over there right now? I mean, are they more determined to keep fighting? Like, has it wavered at all?
So they right now, I feel like they're better organized. They have better weapons, and they learning how to use that type of weapons and tanks and all of that. So the soldiers much more prepared than was like a year ago or 2 years ago, even 4 years ago. So they much more like the army, much more professional, I will tell that way. That it's, but still, everyone who's going to fight, they have they understand that they can be killed. And that is the biggest, concern for everyone, worried, like, if parents has one child, like I told you, so that the son was lost on the field and he was little injured, but he was like, the Russian caught him and they exchanged him later for the another whatever it is. But
Right.
at least he's alive and parents happy. But that it's still the like another people telling like they stay on the mountain, like the city, like around the Bakhmut, and Russians just going and going. They killing them, and it's like pile of bodies, and they just stepping over and continue. Like, are they like? I still thinking all the time how these people can go. They know that it's not their what they fighting for treasure, for what is reason for them, like just money for all of this. Like it's still like I cannot imagine people ready to go die for money. Just it's for me. It's still I cannot understand this, like how it's going on. For
Right.
us, fighting for our place, for our future, for our houses and all of that. But for them, it's just getting money or what?
Right. And it's just Putin this effing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He just
For
keeps
Putin,
pushing.
really, for Putin, who is like say, hey, go kill yourself right there. No, it's that is so. On the way how to help us, we organizing events. Like recently this weekend, we did in New Hampshire 2 events, vareniki making party. So we're teaching people how make Ukrainian vareniki, and they get cook there, and they a lot of food. They try different fillings with potato, with cabbage, with cheese, all of that, and we teach them how to make them, and they enjoy it with sour cream and a lot of nice fun. If you full of food, it's good. Good day.
Right.
Also we did Petrikivka painting also there and in Salem. So, and we still thinking doing again. It's because that money what we're making we will use for the shipping, or we're using for the buying medication, whatever they asking. Like right now, like cold, we need to send them like cold medicine. As the last asking was because winter time they getting cold, they need warmers, they need like socks and all of this, and just in general it's like regular things for people who is outdoor stuff what they need, and we're trying to do that. And if somebody wants to help, so they can buy in Amazon list, they can go to our page in Dobro, New England also. So the little bear there with flowers. So that is the symbol of our Dobro, New England. So I and with several another girls who did exactly the same as me. They started themselves like in the beginning of war, trying to collect stuff and helping wherever they can, and making some sending like through the post office, and we get together. So now we're doing together everything. It's helping each other. It's better because now we have volunteers and family members in different cities very easily to manage, because you need somebody from that city, you know where to find someone, because we have people everywhere.
Yeah, what an amazing effort.
Who is ready to help. Yeah.
So Svitlana, what I know area-wise, Ukraine's a big country, but what are the winters like there compared to where we are now?
I will tell you like similar like here in like maybe New Hampshire, more snow, more rain. Depends like of the winter, here like right now in Cape Ann it's not much snow, or, it's a little bit, but in Ukraine similar. It's like cold winter, that if you stay outdoor it will be really cold.
Right. So Annalie keeps dropping that link in, folks. So I know there were like hand warmers, toe warmers, thermal blankets, socks, all those sorts of things in there to help out too. Yeah. So Svitlana, so what's next for you? I know you have this upcoming event, and you're organizing other events, but you have all this family around you now. So
Yes.
you said the kids were doing well in school. Did it take much for them to get used to American students or American culture?
They're young, they get in friends very easily. It's like beginning, like my niece in elementary school, she's alone, no Ukrainians there. But in the other schools, I know more Ukrainians, and more Ukrainians coming from different cities. I know now another nonprofit, UCCN, they try to put together everything, like organize events to meet Ukrainians, like in Boston, and we can go and like just to know each other, to meet and like help each other in the group, and like wherever somebody else can help. So we're trying to support each other. But it's different cities. Like in Salem, it's not many Ukrainians, but I know through Seven Gables, they very open to help immigrants, like in the past from 18th, wherever it was previous. So they're really nice. And so they founded for one of Ukrainians who brought sister and two kids. So they found a place to stay right now around Salem. And also one girl who I met also from another person. So she's from Ukraine, came in September, and she was in the church here in Salem. And she recently, somebody said that she need to find a place. So also Seven Gables helped a lot, and they found a family who give her a room. So that it's also, that, and it's smart people, they know English, they know that it will be struggling for them in the beginning, and like it's, but they ready, they need something to do, and they right now helping. They volunteer for us. They making varieties, they on the parties, and like helping people. Yes, so everyone doing their own part, and it's amazing.
Yeah, very cool. Christian, one of our friends on the chat, says, Kory, please tell Svitlana about two of the inflatable camping beds, and they are on their way to her from the wish list.
Oh my God, thank you very much. Thank you.
So there's that. So
Thank you.
yes, so thanks, Christian, for that. So yeah, Annalie has the link. Dobro, D-O-B-R-O, is the Facebook group, if any of you are Facebooking out there. Also, if you're unsure about the Amazon wish list and want to help in a different way, you can always, I have my PayPal account here, and anything you send me, just put Ukraine in. And it's what I did last time. I just forward it to Svitlana, okay?
Yeah, and I sent pictures that we bought, like, I don't remember exactly, but something, I sent you a picture what we bought for that money, and we're trying all the time to show people that we are, like, honestly, all my savings gone. It's not, and I have family here, so that, like, the young people, it's like crazy, she's like, it's a joke, but my niece come back, and we recently bought her boots, and it's like, oh, it happens, it's broken. It's like, okay, so I'm glad she has the same size as me, so I give you my shoes. So that is, it's kids, but I'm really happy they hear safe. That is the most can be,
Yeah,
they not hear that all this things going on. And I don't know if you heard on the news, the last explosion was a bombing in Dnipro, in my city.
Yep.
So it was part of the building was destroyed. It's two entrance for like, and I see that it's exact similar like I lived before. So I even like the entrance was destroyed, it's whole, but on the sides, so people was like locked on the sides of the building. They cannot go anywhere. So it's just, if you open the door, what like you see on the photos, on the videos, what people show, but it's like, and somebody was survived on the 9th floor, and like the fire department, they took them from 9th floor family, and they were, so they originally from Donetsk area, and when war started, they moved to Kherson, and they moved from Kherson to Dnipro. So these people already moving several times with all that war situation in Ukraine, and now they again survive this explosion that Russian did. So that is like, I cannot imagine. It's like so much stress all the time.
Yeah. It grew very different once residential places started getting targeted. I mean,
Yeah.
it's families and people they're not even the soldiers. They're just going directly after their, people. It's unbelievable. What is, we hear from time to time things about Putin's in failing health, or he doesn't look good. Is there, you have any info on that? Is there talk amongst Ukrainians that Putin is in poor health, or he's not really in charge, or anything like that?
On Ukrainian news, I cannot know exactly what, but in Ukrainian news, they talking about that Putin has several people who look like Putin. They
really
double
lookalikes,
times.
Doppelgangers, yeah.
So they talking about that and they see the difference that his faces, that he's not really Putin, and in reality we don't know is Putin still alive or not, and who is behind all of that.
Wow.
So yes, and other people telling that he has like cancer or whatever, so that he's sick or he already dead. We don't know, but it's just on the news, and they don't have any proof he's dead or he's alive.
Unbelievable.
But they still talking, and situation with Russia, it's not getting better for sure. And I believe there are still normal people who don't want to fight. They try to escape, and I know many people go over from Russia to Georgia or like Turkey or different places to live their own country as well. It's not just about because they don't want to be on that war, and they, who not just listen to that propaganda in Russia. So they know that it's not good what is going on in Russia, and they don't want to continue to stay in that country and support that economics and all of that.
Right. Viewer Core Smith is asking, how do we sponsor Ukrainians to come to the U.S.? We have room, clothes, etc., and would exchange for labor. Do you know, are there programs set up for that?
It is United for Ukraine, but Ukrainians wants to go wherever they can go, but I don't know who they really looking for. If they want to write their name, and if I know that it's family like this, usually it will be a woman with kids, if they want to host them. So we can ask somebody who is like in Poland right now, or they somewhere else want to live, because in Poland they have like, I know it's very hard for Poland because they took a lot of Ukrainians, and it's a lot of pressure for their economics and to get support and medical help, all that. It's a lot for them. It's better if people go like go different places, at least a little bit.
So Poland's overwhelmed right now. So
it's too much. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So Svitlana, do you feel like there is light at the end of the tunnel? Does it feel like things are improving, or maybe not coming to an end in the near future? But
I believe it cannot be like that all the time. I'm honestly telling that we're tired of all of that, and emotionally. And like when I was in Australia, I like, I will rest a little bit and get better for myself, because I need also, when I have like my business, like to go with brides and working and all of that. And then like all this time, family need also continue help from me, because they, like my mom, my sister-in-law, they don't speak English. So I have to just physically drive them around. And if they need something like to go medical appointment, or they need something to buy or something, like I need to be myself and go and get it. Gotcha. Or like, it's like I have several jobs at the same time right now, like volunteering, helping people, because I believe if I don't do that, they will be not getting help from, or if I also not working. I don't have money to support my family here. So that it's everything dependence for all together. And, like everyone, I working and I'm helping, and that it should be stopped some way soon.
And I'm going to put your actual website so you said United for Ukraine. Is that another way people can help?
No, that is program, but first, so United for Ukraine, that's what I get it apply for people who I know, like for my relatives, right? But sponsor can be anyone for, if somebody wants to be a sponsor to host the family, or like how many people they able to support. It depends of your income. And it's, if you have a room, for example, for mother or like 1 or 2 kids, that is. And if they want to help, please just write them in our Dobro New England Facebook page, and we can talk to in person, and we will see who can send them and what they expect, and if the people will cook for them, or the people know English, or they will help with babysitter, that just different kind of help can be.
Okay, so I'm just going to put the Dobro link back in there too. It's Dobro on Facebook. Christine Bermel just ordered Mylar blankets and hand warmers. God bless you and the Ukrainians. Yeah, that's a sweet gesture too. Okay, so Svitlana, all right, we have the links in for the Amazon wish list. Like I said, PayPal, if people want to do a money donation, I can get that to Svitlana ASAP. Dobro is the link on Facebook if you want to check that out too. But also, Svitlana is a master seamstress, and
yes,
Atelier Cape Ann.
Yes, and when I moved to Salem, I have black wedding dresses ordering, and it's like very popular, and people wants to get married in black wedding dress. So that is like, sometimes people really in black. You're like, yeah, it's not surprising yet. Like first year, I was like, okay, yes, I asking what they expecting from the dress, what they want now. I am start designing my own sample dresses, and I have it like several just recently came. We made it, and it's like, the brides has different expectation, but at least I have everything for them what they want.
Yeah, I think you're in the right city for black wedding dresses in Salem.
Yes.
Do you feel the energy of Salem?
So Salem, it's like they more like young generation, and they like different, like than in Gloucester, people more quieter, I will tell. This is more parties, more like when it's going on Halloween time, that it's crazy. We're not going there much, but really enjoy. For my nieces, they really enjoy this year Halloween in Salem, and somebody in downtown invited us to their house. So they were in costumes, sitting on the deck and given one candy for everyone, and it was not enough candy for all that huge basket, but they were really happy. It's like, wow, for them it's new experience, and I'm glad they have it.
Yeah, that's I mean, so yeah, for folks that are watching us are familiar with Salem, of course, because we have an international audience here now watching on YouTube, Svitlana. But Halloween is a month-long. First of all, Halloween celebrated year-round in Salem, but the month of October, it is off the charts how crazy it is. I
will tell starting the end of August. So I get in appointments with people coming from different states. So they won't enjoy Salem, but they also order and dress, black wedding dress here in Salem. And we're doing good with that too. So, yes.
So folks, if you have a chance, check out Svitlana's website, Atelier capeann.com. She does exquisite work, beautiful work. So enjoy that if you can. Marlene just ordered 2 pairs of boots. Thank you, Marlene. So lots of nice compliments here in the chat today. So, okay. So Svitlana, should I let you get back to work?
I have work all the time, but wherever, like I need to thank people or do something, I do it like with all my passion and doing well. Whatever it is, for people who need something or for my brides.
Well, I'm glad your family's here safe. I'm glad you're doing well. I mean, I know you must just be burning the candle at both ends, trying to keep everything going, and staying in touch with friends, still fighting back home too. So whenever you want to pop on and give us an update or just refresh so we can give those links out to people again, just you can text me whenever, Svitlana, you know.
Yeah.
But I miss hanging out with you. We have to do that soon too.
Yes, so we're going to Hawthorne Hotel. Actually, I don't know if any brides here around. In Hawthorne Hotel, we will be represent our black wedding dresses and ivory dresses and cream color, whatever people want, in 26th of February. And also, I believe, if I'm not, it's Waterfront Hotel also invite me. It's bridal bash event there in February 18 or 19. So
Are you coming up here to Gloucester for that one, the cruise port one?
I did not call this last time.
Yeah, that might be this weekend. I'm not sure. This or maybe next weekend, but yeah, I mean it's crazy. And Hawthorne Hotel, folks, you can look that up too. That's a famous hotel in Salem. It's beautiful.
Yes, if you want to get black wedding in Salem, that is the place.
Yeah, that's the place. Okay, Svitlana, say hi to your husband for me too. I miss him as well.
Yes. He's coming back. He's coming back already. Will help me volunteering for us. He escaped to Australia, but he cannot leave us.
Yeah, he can't live in Australia. He's got to come home some point. So,
Yes.
Okay, glad you're doing well. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, thanks for your time today.
Everyone who helping us and buying that stuff for Ukraine, and we're really, really, really thankful for everyone. Thank you. Ciao.
Okay, thanks, Elena. I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Should we?
I'm still on. I'm just waiting for you to go. Then I'll wrap things up because I can edit this after. I'll see you soon. Okay. All right, folks. So there you have it. So that was Svitlana Rozghon, and I'm serious about Atelier Cape Ann. She does gorgeous work. So I know her from her bridal shop. She became a bridge member years ago. We became friends. Her husband's awesome. He's Argentinian. We used to hang out a lot. She moved her shop down to Salem. One advantage for a business like hers in Salem, or like you said, the black wedding thing is a big thing in that industry right now. But also up here in Gloucester, we are in the northeast corner of Massachusetts. So we're surrounded by water on three sides, which means there are no neighboring communities. So it's really hard for a business to keep drawing from one direction only to get people into their doors. So for someone like Svitlana, she still has clientele here, but she's been thriving down in Salem, which is only like 10, 15 minutes away, but it's a big difference. So super happy for her. I did not know until a minute before we came on air that most of her family, including her mom, was able to get out and come here, and they're actually staying with family here in Salem. So that was awesome too. If you missed earlier, you notice like the folks who have donated to this cause through Bridge Cape Ann, Svitlana was sending me back pictures of the exact items and boxes and stuff that were going to those friends over the Ukrainian border. And then they also took pictures and we showed a couple of those too. We had to obscure their faces, but we've had those in our community tab. And then we found out that she has lost some friends over there in fighting, and then some have been captured, and they were also part of a prisoner exchange, and they're okay now. So I mean, unbelievable situation, and just to see like their bravery and their resolve. I mean, Jesus, right? Full-blown war, and so they're doing the best they can. So I appreciate all the help from all of you. Obviously, it's weird just how people pick each other up from all over the world for a cause like this. So anyway, I thank you guys for your time. I did hear from Annette about an hour ago. We are absolutely on for tonight. The Wi-Fi is okay in New Hampshire, so we'll be on at 6:30 this evening. I think it's going to be a slightly shorter show. That's what she's asking to do, like a 2-hour show. We'll see if she gets on a roll or not, but we're definitely on for 6:30, and I will touch this video up and maybe play it maybe Friday night or something like that as a replay, and sit in on that live chat, folks, so we can just share all this all the information and then all the links that everyone's been sharing too. So thanks a ton for that, Annalie. Okay, so that's it. Enjoy the rest of your hump day. I'll see you folks tonight. Oh, by the way, a quick Yoon update. Yoon did message me after the show last night. She actually did not get notified. She didn't even know we were on. So we were on with Old Guy for 2 hours. And I do not think Annette knows that Old Guy was on last night. I figure I'd surprise her with that tonight. So anyway, there is that. So Annalie, thank you again. Christian, it was great seeing you pop into, and everybody in there. I saw all the comments. She's going to see them too. Svitlana, that is, trust me. And for those who made donations, hats off to you. It's great stuff. We sent some big checks over to Svetlana's way, or money transfers. Last year we were doing this. We knew a ton of people were helping out with the wish list as well. So, okay, we'll see you guys in a few hours. Enjoy your afternoon, evening. I don't know where you are in the world, but we'll see you in just a bit. I'm Bridget Kim for another episode of The Psychic and the Sidekick. So there you go. Slav Ukraini.